Hello, beautiful goddess. It's Deanna Durrell here, intuitive relationship and spiritual mentor. And today I want to chat about the C word, crumbs. Nothing annoys me more and makes me want to do some scary, Kali drumming rage dance than hearing woman after woman call me and say some version of this. It's okay. I'm okay accepting crumbs. It's not that bad. Oh my goddess, no. This madness has to stop. And so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You will never create the type of amazing, lasting, nourishing relationship you say you want if you keep accepting crumbs. Hello. If you're new to my channel, you picked a fun video to start with. I would love for you to subscribe so you never miss any videos on how to trust and love yourself and have amazing relationships. So let's go back to what I was saying. It's like walking by this gorgeous, delicious cake that has your name on it and deliberately walking 2 blocks out of your way to pick up the crusty, nasty crumbs that some other goddess left behind as she was eating her gorgeous, yummy, delicious cake. It's insanity. And why do we do this? So a few specific examples of how this may show up in real life. Saying yes to booty calls with your ex, who you're supposedly over. Getting stood up on a date and letting the guy reschedule after you text him to find out what the F happened. Calling your friend because you really needed a friendly ear after a crappy day at work, and then you let her steer the conversation to herself for the entire call and say nothing about it. If this is pissing you off too, then I'm doing my job with this video. And if you're ready to retire your crumb-accepting, crappy, broken tiara once and for all, here are 3 behaviors that you're going to need to stop. You ready for this? Get out your piece of paper. Stop thinking you won't get anything else if you reject a crappy, unacceptable option. I call this the something is better than nothing mentality. And yeah, it takes courage to walk away when you don't have a guarantee that something else is immediately going to rush in, but it's a discipline and it requires a lot of self-trust and trust that there is more than enough for you. Number 2, stop believing that it's greedy to want more than the bare minimum. Oftentimes, I know I struggled with this, we feel like wanting more makes you a bad person or a greedy person. And this usually comes from childhood and what was modeled to us around being a good girl. You know, wanting more than just the bare minimum, it can feel really scary, but you're going to have to shift that if you want to be treated like the queen that you are. And then finally, number 3, stop letting other people dictate your standards. This is huge. Oftentimes, it's easier to just not have standards, right? But it leaves you constantly at the mercy of what other people decide for you. And it's really hard to attract quality relationships when your standards are non-existent or worse, they're unclear. So get some and take ownership of this, because the more that you can stop these 3 behaviors, the sooner you'll be on your way to not even notice the yucky crumbs and claim the whole darn cake. So let's go over them again. Stop thinking you won't get anything else if you reject a crappy option. Stop believing that it's greedy to want more than the bare minimum. And 3, stop letting other people dictate your standards. So it's likely that the pattern of accepting crumbs isn't one that's just begun today. And it can be really much easier to navigate and break this pattern when you have a partner beside of you who's been through the ropes. So if you're listening to this, I'm speaking your language right now, I encourage you to book a free consultation call so we can see what's going on, what's really blocking you, and you can start to change this pattern now. So the link is in the description of the video. As always, thank you so much for being here and watching. And do you have a story about crumbs? What helped you to break this pattern? Share with us in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.